Welcome back to another live trading session here on our second session for London session trading gold is still with also WTI also you had an opening position. Dollar index looking at to see where it is heading. Welcome back to another live trading session. I hope that you guys enjoying this live session that I'm doing every single day. Make sure you like this stream and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Beginning another trading day here for our NY session trade, and it's Tuesday 25th of August 2026. Welcome. Say yes if you are here, or write something, or write just Y, and let's begin another big massive trading day here. Welcome. Yes. Good evening. Yes, welcome. Thank you. Okay, here is what we are looking at here in the market. Now, this is a complete multiple time frame analysis that I am looking at to see where technically the market is heading, and then we will be looking at the fundamental as well as the geopolitical sentiment here in the market. So looking at first of all daily chart on gold, and you can see that quite a few days gold was in an uptrend. We had our previous London session trade. Also, I'm going to look at in depth about this trade. Okay, and currently if you look at the price created a large head and shoulder. This is the 1 hour head and good evening, welcome. And with this head and shoulder, the market is trying to break that shadow here that you can see of this level, which is pretty large head and shoulder that you can see. And with this large head and shoulder formation, the market started to break below here and can, if you look at that, continue to drop back down below to create a new lower low in this market. So here is the lower time frame price action that you can see on this XAUUSD that has created pretty large head and shoulder formation here at this level. And with this head and shoulder formation here on XAUUSD, that shows the market trend is maintaining this possible. Now, at least for short term, we could see that downtrending movement here in this area. All right, so let's look at here from the bigger picture perspective to see where the overall market trend is heading. So what you can see, traders, here there is a head and the left shoulder and the right shoulder here. So it is head and shoulder. The market has entirely rejected back below to that level, which shows that this is, can I say now? Okay, so we just begin the analysis. It looks bearish, but I will be just a little bit of patient. We see the back-to-back 3 hours. The market reached that liquidity zone. It's getting rejection of that liquidity zone. That can trigger that downtrending market movement here in this area. We could see the price action to have that break, have that reversal potentially to this support level here on XAUUSD. So because there is a, if you look at that overall downtrending market structure here with a series of lower high, that shows that XAUUSD potentially to remain bearish and may continue to drop further back below to this support area to create a new lower low in this market. So which is showing that there is a downtrending move, and we are looking at here for the market structure to maintain its bearish bias. So which is here from this level, from this key level, the market has strongly dropped down here and created this significantly bearish market structure. Now with this bearish market structure formation here, as this market now getting rejection of that key level, we could see the market potentially to create a new lower low here in this area. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. This is our, if you look at, if you were in our London session, we traded during the London session, right? And with that London session setup, we had taken our first, that half profit, and the market has gone back to the break even again. Now that move is still can have, I'm still not entering here. What I'm looking at here, that the market is structured to reach that key level and then to return again back in this direction of the trend. Okay, overall downtrend, but I would not sell it now. 50 minutes is still in an uptrend. Overall downtrend, but I would not sell it now. 50 minutes is still in a downtrend. Okay, let's look at, yeah, I agree with you. So 50 minutes is still in a downtrend, and if you look at this breakout on the 15 minutes that you can see, it's a false breakout, right? And that false breakout is key to look at. You can see that here, this is a false breakout, and of that false breakout, the market might be here coming, it may here break further lower and can continue to drop back in the major direction now. Okay, so the major direction here, though we see there is a daily uptrend. Okay, now daily uptrend that you can see here at this level, and with this daily uptrend that you can see along this area, that shows that with this uptrending market, this is the daily support, and also there is a daily low here. So because it is in a daily trend, daily market structure, we are looking at for this market to show its directional bias here in that direction. Welcome. Draw a trend line, and you can see it riding the trend, the possibility catching support. Draw a trend line, and you can see it riding the trend line, possibly catching support. And this is what in fact that what I have drawn here along this area. Welcome. I think it will test the previously daily low. I think so. The market here, firstly, it's gonna, if you see today's low is here, right? And because there isn't any significant breaking news, it may straight not coming to the daily low, the previous daily low, but it might go few times, breaks up and down, and then finally can come back to this, the previous daily low here. New York may continue Asia direction. Okay, market is consolidating. Yes, yep, yeah, at the moment it's on a consolidation, but it's still the bias that we can see is bearish in this zone. Though it is consolidating, it's in a bearish bias. Therefore, if we see that it's breaking above this level here, that's where we will be looking at the market trend to maintain its downside move here in this area. Okay, we'll look at here. Thank you. So therefore, if we see that the market is breaking out of that level, okay, the market is breaking out of the level, we will be looking at selling off this. Thank you. Market is going, NY is changing the direction. Let's see. Yeah, we see some kind of short-term directional move. Trading in a channel going up, I would wait for it to break out in either direction. I would wait for it to break out in either. Yes. That's why I have drawn this arrow. You guys can see that. That's why I have drawn this, is because I would like to see the market is either breaking out in one direction. Specifically, we would like to see that breaking out to the upside for sell, because this is currently at the moment, until it have a very stronger rejection from the previous daily low, and I think because the market has moved a lot, chances for the market to drop back to the previous daily low is high. That means that 4595 around this level. Okay, so if the market drop back, 4595 or below this level, okay, that can create a good bullish reversal, but that has to be like this strong rejection and change of trend. But at the moment, you see that lower time frame here shows that it is in a downtrending market structure. And because it is in a downtrending market structure, we are looking at here for the price action to maintain its directional bias. Okay, so this is what we will be looking at here in this area. With a large head and shoulder at this level, looking to see it to break down below, to come down to support, and even breaking lower further. Okay, welcome. Trading in channel going up, I would wait for to break the direction. Okay, another candle dropped to the trend line with a lot of time left. I believe it will spike up before 15 minutes close. Another candle dropped to the trend line with a lot of time left. Another candle dropped to the trend line with a lot of, I believe it will spike up before 15 minutes close. Yeah, I think so. It's gonna mostly to if you look at that, spike up is less likely, but most likely we would see that the market is dropping to that support level. Okay, the chances for the market to continue to drop is higher, but for us, for our entry trigger, this is, we have also opened our previous session trade as well. Our entry trigger here is to look for the market to maintain its direction to this support level, and already you can see there is a strong liquidity gap here, And if we see the market is coming down to the lower, having the rejection back below, and that can create that support and even lower low here in this area. Thank you. So with this, if you look at this level, there's a liquidity sweep and there's a large head and shoulder, and that head and shoulder can have that break below, and that can continue to drop down here to create a new lower low in this market. So therefore, anytime we can look for an entry once we can see the confluence for market to drop. Welcome, welcome. Another candle dropped to, yep, breaking the temporary uptrend, possible making its move down will, yeah. So the breaking out of this trend line, that means that from this slow downtrend, first of all breaking to the upside, and then once we can see the market has broken out of the trend line, we can look for to short, because in that case the market will get overextended to the upside. Usually it's always a good idea is to look for an overextended market, which is very important to look at when you're trading. Having a market that is overextended will give you always an additional edge. Bounce up again, it's going to test downtrend line and try to break through the upside. So if the market goes up here, okay, break through the upside here, that can that can create this market to reverse back again, and this is what we're looking to see in this area. Okay, with this breakout here that you can see along this area, from that key zone, the market may return back below here to the support and can continue to drop. Let's see that how far it goes here in this area, and with a series of lower high, the market may continue to drop back below to the support level. Yeah, okay, 4632 broke, which increased the possibility of the market falling. Could it be false break? Yeah, let's see. We might see that. We might see the false break here. Okay, already at this level that you can see here, that shows that the market can create that false break below, that can trigger that liquidity here in this area. And okay, of this level, the price trying to break that low here, and that can trigger that liquidity along this area. I think we might see soon potential entry opportunity here. If you look at that, this move to the upside is an opposite direction of the trend. Usually when the market moves opposite direction of the trend, here is what I'm looking at for another wave of move in this area. Okay, breaking out of the trend line, there you can see the price action to have that reaction back above to cross this high, and if you look at that, going up, creating a higher high can create that downside movement here in this area. And so if you look at here, that's a long wick, very large long wick candle that you can see the market is creating, and of this level that looking forward to see, we see there is an initial breakout here of this support, and the price has reached that level. And of this, they're looking forward to see the price now. If we see that enough break above, we can look for short-term sell to this level. The key here is to enter from that key area. Do you think we can go down to 4530 later this week? 4530, 45. This is a if you look at the longer term trend, it's a very strongly uptrend. Okay, and 4530 possible, but I think we still could see upside bias here, so I wouldn't bet like for selling such a big distance, because if it comes down, it might be coming for a short-term move here in this area. Yep. So at the moment, at this level, it just bounced off this zone, which is so far this is showing its possibility to go up here a little bit. There it got about to test the line. Yeah, so for us to be able to sell, we want to see the market to break above before it reverse back again here. So this is what we would see here in this area. From this support that you can see, there is a breakout, and that can create that uptrend here to reach the previous resistance and also creating a new higher high. The key here is to look for the pattern, right? Which way it's eventually starting to move. And that's what we always look at. myself is wondering. Okay, there it goes about to test. If you have robots and AI work for you guys, work for myself, I wonder, Mr. 25. Okay, now at this level we see there is a breakup structure. Now from this breakup structure, what we are looking at here for that entirely to break the trend line and to sell off that level, because the overall trend that you can see is currently, if you look at that overall trend, is long-term bullish, and with this long-term bullish trend, that looking forward to see the market structure to show that for this deeper pullback. Now you see that 1 hour closing, and of this breaking out, can it might now try to push higher. Of that can create this downward pressure here in this area. Yep, thank you. Okay, let's buy 4670. No, I'm still looking to see here for that short-term drop in this area that you can see of this, and okay, then off this level there is a break below, and we can see the market slowly creating this. There is a large head and shoulder formation here. Now you can see along this area. With this large head and shoulder, it can create that downside move along this area. Okay, we'll see that how far it goes until we see the complete understanding of the market movement. We will be just waiting to see where it is heading. Okay, complete understanding of market movement is very important. That means that the overall trend where it is heading, which is the absolute way to look at the market, right? The overall trend where it is heading, and based on that we can look for the price action, and also based on that we can look for that trading. So with a very large doji that you can see along this area, now the market has slowly reacted to that of this. Okay, and because the market has reacted to that, it can trigger that further liquidity below to this level. Yeah, I see that how that comes. Still, I'm not looking for short, but it's showing a sign of bearish trend continuation here in this area, right? So you can see that it shows the sign of bearish trend continuation. We could see that this market to return down back below in this direction of the trend, and that's what that overall that you can see here had left shoulder and the right shoulder. And because the market is creating this kind of structure in this area here, that can trigger that liquidity zone. I would definitely look for shorts. It was double top and rejected hard. Yeah, you can see there. Thanks for that. So with a large head and shoulder, it's slowly breaking that low, shows that there is a higher chance for this downtrend continuation of this, and can reverse back, can continue to drop here to create a possible new lower low here in this market. So this is currently showing in the first 15 minutes, it's shown stronger confluence for dropping back below. So you can see this is the 15 minutes price action, which is eventually coming back to the support area that shows we most likely could see that downside movement here in this market. So therefore, now with this break below, any pullback is I'm preparing for a short. The market shows significant selling pressure here, so I'm looking for short here once we can see the confluence. Right, so the price is almost to the support, and off the support they're looking for to see an entire break below here in this area. And there is a full complete break below that you can see the price action from this level, which shows a stronger drop, and what we look to see here, a deeper pullback for another wave of drop again below here in this area. definitely look for shorts. It was double top and rejected hard. Going short next 15 minutes. It has entirely, we see that entire breakup support, and the confluence shows that it's gonna keep pushing down here for further selling pressure. There is also fair value gap here along this area, 260 pip fair value gap, that can continue to drop down here in this area. Okay, you can see the breakup support, and that can create a significant move down back below here in this area. Which is the recent support level. Yep. 4606 incoming, then previously daily low 4606. Yep, the market more likely 4595 is highly likely possible to drop further low, and that's a pretty stronger drop that you can see from here. The price has broken the support entirely, and that can create the further pressure back here in this area. Okay, so but it's keep coming down here now. Okay, now at this level the price is completely below the support that you can see, and here if you compare support here, support here, support here, and that has broken back below, can maintain this pressure back below in the major direction of the trend. Straight, thank you. Okay, once we see, this is 5 minutes price action. Once we see the market had here break, that will give us that selling pressure here. Still have some time for this price action to close. And if you look at the first 30 minutes, the market has dropped a lot, right? So it's a strongly falling market. What you need here now, in the second 30 minutes, we know chicken dinner, thank you, is for the market to pull back. And that is what we can look for again, entry. I don't like. Yeah, this is. Thank you. Okay, now it's maintaining that downtrending market structure here, which is eventually showing that there is complete break possible below to that. Okay, here I'm looking at now for entry. But we want to see that this candle, this current price action that you guys can see, to go above here. Well, okay, if it shows a stronger confluence, that means sharp liquidity gap, we can look for that entry on this. Okay, of this level now, having an upturn along this area. And by the way, for those who are just recently watching, you can now connect to the premium group. You can find link below this video for accessing the premium education as well as the premium signal that I'm sharing. You guys can find link below this video for regular access, and also the website dashboard. You can access your member panel. You can also find link below this video for all the regular update as well as education. So here is again coming back to our analysis. You see that there is a few dodges after the breakout. This is now a lower time frame breakout structure, right? Can create now selling pressure. The only thing is that the price already has dropped a lot, and we want to see that it moved around this area. See that where it is heading, by the way. Thank you. So really appreciate your support. So off this level now, we can see that there is a rejection. So that shows there is a further trend continuation. I'm happy to enter once we can see now a bit of upside. Are you willing to go long or short? Thank you. So off this level, if you look at that overall market, from this support getting that rejection here along this area, and you could see that the price action trying to bounce off that. With, if you look at it, there is a triple bottom, and off the triple bottom the market trend to maintain its welcome. Don't like chicken, come on. So it can from here can go back again to the upside, or we could see that breaking to the support level. Until we get confirmation, just being patient. Here the market can still bounce off back to the upside, though the market has dropped almost 230 pip from the levels that we looked at. This is now in a very critical level. Either we can look at entering or waiting, but the market in a critical zone that can change significantly. Is there not head and shoulder on the bigger time frame? Yeah, there is a head and shoulder on the larger time frame, and that's why we saw that the market reflected that. It dropped back below, but along this area was a good zone for selling that head and shoulder. At the moment the market is in a downtrend, but at the same time it has come significantly lower to that can create this further downside, that can create further bearish move here in this area. So I will be looking at entry shortly, but just looking to see, double check to see what that happened. So the way the price action, it can come down, but the only thing is that it still, after breaking below, can reverse again for another wave. Well, good evening. Good evening. So that can, here we could look for sell, but I think that the market might drop here and then can bounce back again in that area. Okay, that can happen here in that zone. That's what I'm waiting to see, the price action to show its direction. Okay, getting that a break of that you guys can see from this level, showing that the market is structured to maintain its downtrend, and that can create this pressure back further low. So we are seeing that the market shows this bearish pressure here that can trigger that downside liquidity in this area. And now of the support, the price action is slowly trying to pull back here. That can create this momentum back to the upside. And that is where you guys can see that it's creating an uptrend and can continue to rise back here, which is, if you look at that, going up to trigger that liquidity. That can shows this possible rejection of this higher price here that you guys can see along this area. It's maintaining the downtrend, and here is the full breakdown that I'm going to see. Here the market had two trend, and of this from here, if you look at series of lower high, Now for previous daily low, that's where the previous daily low is. The market is almost there. That's why I'm hesitating to sell here, because the price now most likely to get a hit to that level and then try to bounce back again. So it most likely you'll see the price is approaching that 20 EMA and also the support, and then to returning again back to the upside here. I think there might be now potential reversal can happen, but still I was waiting for 4595. Then you could look for going long here with the retest of this 4595. So with this retest of this 4595, we then if you look at that here in this area, that an inverted head and shoulder can form and can create an upside bias here in this area. Does it not look like a middleman or 4 hour? On the 4 hour, you see that Yeah, there is, it is, but the thing is that it is in a not in the major direction of the trend. That's why I'm still not in it. So if you look at that, it should be in the major direction of the trend. So if it is to the upside, yeah, we'll look for immediately go long here. Still there is a higher chance to come for this weak fill here in this area that you can see. So with this movement, as there has been a stronger break below with a large red candle, if you look at that here, and that shows okay, so that's a support level, and off that support the market may here create upside retest and then to return or reject again back below from that. Looking at the bigger confluence is the most important. This is now in a zone where there is no clear directional bias that you can see here. So with a large 15 minutes bullish candle and also the 5 minutes that you can see from here, this is a key support area that the market has created that move. So it can go up, grab liquidity, and then can return back again in the support zone. Okay, that can happen. However, it can also continue to rise back for another higher high. But I think most likely to happen is to retest the 20 EMA and then to revert. Patience. We had our long session trade now. This time, still I'm not finding. I had an entry here in this zone that I missed out during that time, but now you see that it's just in a sideways at the moment. Entering, it's not going to take anywhere. So it's always a good idea is to wait for the full confirmation, then we can look for that entry. Okay, so if you look at, we just on the second trading day, the market is pretty volatile. The way this price action has formed, we might see now another bounce here for another retest at this level, and off that we could see the price action to reject back again off this level. Now looking at other USD pairs, so if you look at the dollar index, what you can see here, the dollar index is from this high here reacted back below. AUD USD similarly, euro dollar also you can see that from here created an inverted head and shoulder and slowly moving upside here with an inverted head and shoulder that's showing up the price might go again and create a higher high. And gold, especially of this, we can see there is a higher price that shows to the upside in this area. So that said, here is that on with a liquidity grab, the market is maintaining that uptrending bias, and with this uptrending bias here, it might try to fill some of this imbalance here, and that imbalance is what could create pressure in this area here in the market. At the moment we could see the price action to bounce back, and if the market shows again another confluence to the upside, we can look for going long to the daily resistance line here, which is at this level. Okay, so that's what we are seeing at the moment. Does it not look like middleman or 4-hour time frame? Yeah, this is what you can see here. It can drop further, can drop back below or around this area before it, that finally go back to that level. However, I'm looking at here for another wave of move, and this is very important to look at, always looking for the best entry point. Even each session we have 2 trade strategies, but sometimes the market might show different direction. Here at the moment I will be biased now to the upside. You can see there is a 15 minutes rejection that shows the market trend is potentially go back to the upside here. So but little confusion yet, because the confirmation is still, confirmation candle has not printed yet. Are you guys looking at to see that entry? Okay, with few long week candlestick pattern here along this area, and with you see that there is a bullish engulfer, followed by there is another narrow smaller candle, followed by another bullish engulfer here. So that price action can trigger that upside here. Okay, I think it's started to bounce here back, so that can maintain now an uptrending movement. So the market may go back again to this daily resistance. If we look at, I'll be looking at for short-term move. Okay, so we'll be going for buy entry of this, stop loss below this low, and we'll be targeting to the order block, but we will be taking our profit target 1 if we see that the market has crossed 4646 level. It is I'll be explaining more in depth with the strategy. 200 pips stop loss, looking at buy entry, stop loss here at 4604.34, and we'll be setting TP target here at 4683.85. Yep, I'm open. I'm on a buy. Okay. So here at this level, the market is maintaining that 20 EMA, 10 EMA. We might see the price action to have a reaction to the upside, or you could see that continuation back below. 4-hour price action, it may break entirely below. If it does, then I'll be exiting the trade. Let's see that. Just reverse here. So you can see that here the market is approaching that level, approaching our entry, cross that entry. Okay, so of this support that you can see, the market is creating an upside and can move the price action back above. And if that's the case, that you will see the price action to bounce back up and to create a new higher high in this area. we're getting the upside here, and I'm running some profit, and it's looking to see the price again potentially to move around this area. So shows that upside, and we are on the trade. Guys. I'm running little profit here, and now looking to see it's to revert again back in this resistance line where there is a liquidity sweep. Okay, so you can see here liquidity sweep, and can expect it to have that reaction back to the upside. This is what we're looking to see, a momentum and a revert back again to the upside to create a new higher high in this area. And pretty long wick, and looking forward to see to break to the upside to potentially create a new higher high. getting the reaction back above. Awesome, cool. I'm running in some profit here along this area. Okay, breaking to the upside here. Awesome, which is, you can see that the market is having that reaction to the upside here. And with this long wick, that there is a rejection with a large pin bar, which can trigger that move back to the upside and can create a new higher high in this market. This is what we're looking to see here, the price action to bounce back and then to create a new higher high in this area. And with this movement, if you look at from this support here, which is reacting to the upside, continuation back to the upside, and we are looking at here for this price action to, if you look at this, is along this area here, we are around 65 to 70 pip running profit, which can give us significant move in this area. So which is running in good profit here at the moment. Awesome. I guess you guys running profit. Let me know in the live chat if you're running profit. Say yes if you are enjoying the trade and also running profit. Does it look like middleman? Okay. And it's moving in that, in that direction here. And I'm looking forward to catch that high. Okay. Okay, it's going up to the upside here that you can see along this area. Okay, we are running here now. We are running here, guys. I am up to 120 pip, and as another winning trade, I'm closing it entirely as the market is still can go up, but we are almost at the end of the session, so I would like to take that profit on the table. So I would like to take that profit now, and I have closed profit. Okay, so profit closed here on this one, and as if you look at another successful session, second day back to back, and this is what we would like to do, continue this week as well. Tomorrow coming up again 2 lives, and also later today if there is any trade also I'm going to share in the group, so don't miss out that one as well. Make sure you stick to the each of this session to learn and grow as a trader. And at the same time, if you guys want to learn and grow as a trader with me and be part of the trading community, that you can find here, link below this video in the description. And also, excellent, thank you very much. Also, I'm sharing with you the premium link so that you are not missing any of the regular trade that I will be sharing. Also join the website. Also, you can find link below this video where you can access all of our trading tool. All right, so here is my premium link, and with this premium link here, that can directly access regular trade ideas and all of that you require to access to become part of the trading community. That being said, thanks for joining here. Excellent trading day with all of you. We'll see you again very soon, shortly after, if there is an update. Don't miss out that one as well. Stay tuned, stay trading, and I'll see you there again very soon with further trade idea all update.